Hello, family. This is your friend Kenisha. I am so excited to be here with you today. And our thought is on leadership lessons, episode number 3. And we're going to be coming from this wonderful book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And it is by one of my wonderful mentors, Dr. John C. Maxwell. So the point of these episodes is just to give you a bit of a nugget about some things that I've learned in my tenure in leadership. And I can tell you I've made so many mistakes, which means I've learned a lot and I continue to not make mistakes. Oh yes, I do. And I also continue to learn a lot. So my thought for today is leaders are disciplined. Let's just sit on that. Leaders are disciplined. That means we do what we don't want to do when we don't want to do it, because that's what leaders do. So let's see what our book says on today. And this is on page 29. It says, leadership is developed daily, not in a day. That is the reality dictated by the law of process. Benjamin Disraeli asserted the secrets of success in life is for man to be ready for his time when it comes. And we know that that comes from discipline. What a person does on a disciplined, consistent basis gets him ready no matter what the goal. And for our purposes, we're talking about leadership. So what are leaders disciplined in? First of all, their thinking. We have to guard our minds as leaders about ourselves, right? When we begin to doubt ourselves, what we can and cannot do, we have to guard our mind about others. Oh, yes, we do, because sometimes our mind can get carried away, particularly when others disagree with us. You know it's true. We have to guard our mind and be disciplined about doing that. We have to guard our minds about the projects that we have to do. Sometimes we can get frustrated and just want to stop and quit. But we have to be disciplined in our thinking. And in our thinking, we want to be positive. What else do leaders have to be disciplined in? In our talking. You see this right here? Not the lipstick, although it's cute. Not the lipstick. This mouth. This mouth can say words of life, or it can breathe fire of death. And as leaders, we are a steward over people. So we have to be mindful and disciplined when we're talking to others. We cannot just say what we want. And if our thinking is off, we definitely cannot just say what pops in our head, because sometimes we would go off. Leaders, you know it. People make you want to go off on them, but we don't, because that's the art of leadership. It's to be disciplined with this mouth, which means our talking. And then finally, my thought, what else should leaders be disciplined in? Our trade-offs, our trading. What does that mean? As leaders, we can't just do what everyone else is doing. What's the law of trade-off? That means, while I want to do this, I'm going to be disciplined enough to do that, right? So think about when everyone, particularly now that we're in quarantine, and let me not say everyone, just maybe 2 or 3 people, are at home watching Netflix episodes. They're watching as much TV as they want. All sorts of fun entertainment, and there's nothing wrong with that. But leaders, we can't do that. We have to be on the grind. Last week we talked about leaders are learners. This is the season to be disciplined leaders. What can we be learning about ourselves, about our companies, about our organization, about the people that serve with us? We have to do the law of trade-off. We have to be disciplined in that. As leaders, we can't just post whatever we want. We can't just post pictures, risque pictures. I mean, you can. It's probably not wise, right? We have to be disciplined. What are some things that as leaders we give up that others can do and it's okay, but as leaders, we make a decision that we won't? So I hope that this episode have given you some nuggets that are very practical, but leaders, Let's be disciplined today and every day. And that's going to give us a higher yield of success in our leadership. Thank you so much. This is your friend Kenesha. And as always, you know that I love you. Have an excellent week.